No, it was like heaven. I was gonna say it was like heaven.
And one lawyer, he said he would try to sue anyhow, only he wanted $1,000 up front for it. And I already spent everything I saved on my weddings on doctors and dentists and hospital bills, and I still don't know what's wrong with me exactly. And Tom, that's my fella, he says he can settle my debts. Maybe I wouldn't feel like I was saddling Tom with such a burden. I'm sorry to rattle on at you like this, but I'm just so tired of being pushed around.
I don't blame you.
Miss Young at the health department, she said the Consumers League's got, what'd she call it, a clout?
I'd like to think so. We've certainly had our share of successes.
So can you help us?
Tell me, Miss Fryer, just how far are you willing to go with this?
Ma'am?
Suppose I could find a lawyer to take your case. Someone willing to take it on a contingency. You wouldn't have to pay him unless you want. Would you be willing to sue?
I want my compensation.
Of course you do. Now suppose the company says, here's some money for you, Miss Fryer. Only you were to tell no one what we've agreed to. You were to say nothing about how you got sick.
Keep it quiet, you mean? So, can you help us?
I think I can help you if you'd be willing to take some chances.
Chances?
Miss Fryer, if you would be willing to set aside your own needs, just for a moment, we can put a stop to that company. We can stop them dead in their tracks.
What do I have to do?
We start by putting you on page 1.
Page 1? You want her to talk to the newspaper?
Not just one newspaper. Many, many newspapers.
Is that really necessary? All we want is for Grace to get her
Tommy,
compensation.
it's all right, let her finish.
I understand your concern, but this company has already shown that it's willing to go to extremes to protect itself. And I'm afraid the only way we'll get to them is to hit them where it matters most. Their public image.
All right, Miss Wiley.
Public sympathy, Miss Fryer. That's our strongest weapon. And the public doesn't have much sympathy for an angry woman.
Time. 2 years from the date the cause of injury is discovered.
Very creative, Mr. Perry. Very clever. I have to admire your imagination, but you've a long way to go to convince the judge.
And in the meantime, Mr. Markley, the press will continue to take a great interest in this story, and in the company's complete indifference to its workers.
No doubt that'll prove to be good press for the Consumers League. And you accuse us of exploiting these girls?
You're the one hiding behind the statute of limitations.
Hiding, Miss Wiley?
You know very well the law never anticipated a situation like this. These girls were dying years before anyone knew the cause.
Before anyone knew, huh? Does that include the U.S. Radium Corporation, Miss Wiley? When, or should I say, if this case goes to trial, I only hope that's your opening statement, Mr. Barry. You will have made our defense. See you at the hearing.
The arrogance of that man.
Such to say we'll try our case in court.
And in the court of public opinion, oh, well, we've already lost.
Perhaps we should reconsider. It wouldn't hurt to have testimony coming from a dentist who's treated these girls.
Neff could be very useful to us. We should retain him.
Retain him as what? An extortionist?
Well, as an expert like Dr. Flynn.
Dr. Flynn is a highly respected professor at Columbia University. Neff is a neighborhood dentist.
But Dr. Flynn treated some of the girls.
He didn't treat them, he consulted with them.
He dispensed medical advice, Arthur.
It wasn't medical advice, it was an expert's opinion. A scientific opinion.
How about this? We retain Neff, but we don't put him on the stand. Just to keep him from testifying for the women.
That's the most important thing.
I agree, that's the most important thing.
Would you agree to something like that, Mr. Reader?
Mr. Reader?
Edward! We can't possibly consider this. We can't get into bed with a man like Neff.
Arthur's right. We don't want to do business with Neff.
He can hurt us. We have to take steps.
Look, Neff has already given us everything we need. New evidence, gentlemen. This is ground for postponement.
3 months to study an x-ray. It's outrageous. And the girls, did you see the girls? Their eyes were like saucers looking at me, terrified.
Mr. Barry.
How are they going to make it 3 more months? Catherine Schwab could barely make it into the courtroom today. And Grace, she was trying so hard not to cry. And of course, I had all the answers. Go home, get some rest. That's the best I can do. Get some rest.
You're doing wonderfully, Mr. Barry. It's a difficult case.
I don't understand people like Markley and Reader. How can they play this kind of game with those girls sitting right there?
Perhaps this will help explain. I received a letter.
You'd think that the company would be eager to take care of this, given the amount of publicity this has gotten.
Mrs. Cecil Drinker of Harvard. She's an industrial hygienist also. She worked with Dr. Drinker on his study of the radium plant. It was a joint effort, actually.
It's very interesting, Miss Wiley, but we've already seen that report. There's nothing in it that can help us.
You've only seen part of it. Mr. Barry, please. This is the complete report. I received it this morning. This striker has been following our story very closely in the papers, and she was particularly disturbed to read the last article in the Ledger, the one where Mr. Lee says her study clears the company.
He doctored the report. Reader doctored the report.
Apparently, he pulled out one page listing the blood conditions of a dozen employees and passed it off as the whole thing. Doesn't look so bad by itself, does it? In context, it's a somewhat different picture.
We can use this.
Yes, that should impress the judge.
The judge? Miss Wiley, I am not going to wait 3 months to make use of this. I want you to call the contact you have at the New York World.
Bunch of radical women. Do-gooders. Half of them are Reds, probably. Socialists, that's what they are. Same thing with that club you belong to.
What?
You women think you can go around and fix the world's problems, while your husbands go out and make a living. You're going to quit that club.
Quit the club!
And stop talking to that idiot, Mrs. Middleton. She doesn't
not
know
making
anything.
any sense.
None of these women know anything. You don't know anything. Do you ever think that I would do anything to hurt you? Or to hurt Harriet?
Certainly not.
Then?
13 girls have died.
People die every day. The newspapers are full of death notices. Young, old, infants, children younger than Harriet die every day.
But they worked for you.
They also worked other places. Diane, I have a report from Columbia University from an expert in industrial hygiene just like Drinker, and he claims there is no connection between our plant and these illnesses. Would you like to see the report?
Someone from the lecture.
This couldn't wait until morning.
I'm sorry, good evening. It's Dr. Lehman.
Dan?
He's dead, Arthur.
What?
He died this morning.
But Charlie, that's not possible. I saw him here the other week.
They were just here for cards a month ago. They were just here.
Martin Colon did the autopsy. He said it was a severe anemia.
He's blaming the radium.
The lecturer is going to turn it on page 1. I told the reporter we'd issue a statement at 8 o'clock.
When are the services?
Sorry?
The services.
I don't know.
We'll send flowers, Diane.
Yes, I'll call Louise right now.
Yes, that's right. Call Louise.
Poor Louise. We should go see her. We should go see her right now.
I wouldn't do that.
Why ever not?
She's planning to sue.
Louise?
The reporter from the ledger told me she's filing a wrongful death action. I've worked up a statement for the paper. Company chemist for 8 years, always in poor health, recently in decline, and
But Dan was never sickly. He was always on the golf course or out sailing or gardening. Already kept a beautiful garden.
We'll take care of this in the morning.
Medical examiner, Essex County. We have examined the remains of the deceased Amalia Maggia, and our study reveals the following. Radioactive substances have been found in large quantities in the upper jaw, the lower jaw, and the lumbar vertebrae.
Molly has turned over portions of the jawbone which she removed from her mouth. This X-ray film shows that the jawbone is still radioactive 5 years after the girl died. Well, let's make your case.
Well, let's force a settlement.
Make our case? No. This gentleman will make our case.
Last night, in a graphic exclusive, the founder of the Radium Corporation broke his long silence with this one shocking announcement.
Radium is one of the most dangerous substances known to man.
Doctor's prognosis that the Radium Girls only have 1 year left to live.
From what I've seen, they will be lucky if they last that long.
At home?
Charlie, I've been thinking things over. I think we're taking the wrong approach here. I think we should settle this case. We've got to come up with an offer these girls can accept.
No, Arthur, we agreed. We need a definitive victory. Otherwise, we invite more of the same nonsense.
Things have changed.
Arthur, I know you and Dan were close, but you cannot let that foul your judgment.
Ron Shockey is going to testify.
We can deal with him.
How?
Put more money in his pocket.
You want to bribe him?
Not a bribe, consideration.
Consideration.
We're an expert witness. Whatever Barry is paying him, we'll just make a better offer.
You don't understand the guilt, do you, Charlie?
Right now, I don't have the
Charlie, let me
luxury of
tell
thinking
you
about it.
something.
These girls, and you'll have to settle with all the others. Neff was right about that. This is just the beginning.
Tell Markley to get in touch with Barry. Get a conversation going. We've got to come up with a figure these girls can accept.
Arthur, for God's sake, what are you trying to do to me? Do you want to wipe me out?
We've got to get this off the table.
Every penny I have put by in the last 7 years, I have sunk into this company. Why? Because of you. Because of you, Arthur. You said it was a sure thing. Why work for Von Shockey when we can work for ourselves? Remember that one, huh? Take a chance, Charlie. Take a chance.
Charlie, you're fooled.
Oh, Arthur. Have you so little faith in me?
I'm still a stockholder, Charlie. If you don't have enough votes to get me off the board, I'll still be on the board.
And still on the hook if the company goes under. Think about that the next time your conscience starts to bother you.
Rise and shine.
Madam Curie.
Get up, Grace.
Irene, get up, sleepyhead. You'll never make Buddha like this.
But it's not fair. I'm only 26. I should be married by now. Have children of my own. My own home.
We all have to make sacrifices sometimes.
I know I did.
But why? Why do we have to make these sacrifices?
It's all for science, Grace.
Science, family, every life is sacrificed to something. It's just a matter of choosing which.
Choose.
Look what you did, Grace. She's bleeding all over the dials.
I'm sorry, Catherine. I guess I shouldn't have said anything.
No problem.
In the most horrible way. And you want me to be grateful for any spare change they throw at me.
It's a very generous offer considering the circumstances, and I would advise you to take it because it won't be on the table very long.
What do you mean?
If Miss Fryer does not sign within 24 hours, we'll be forced to withdraw our offer permanently.
Grace!
He's lying.
I beg your pardon, miss?
You're trying to tell me if I don't sign these papers now, but I come back a week from now telling me I just changed my mind, still rather go to court? You'd still rather have some judge get one look at me and take your chances I won't win on sympathy alone. 24 hours? You're just trying to bully me.
Very well then, Miss Fryer. We'll take that as a no, and I'll see you in court.
You will. You will see me. If they have to carry me in there, you'll see me. You and Mr. Reed are both. You call that man back. I'm going to court.
It was a standard arrangement. An outside company prepared the piece. They were responsible for its contents.
Which you never read?
I think you will find, Mr. Barry, that not many company presidents actually read their own promotional pieces word for word.
It has your name on it. You authorized the book's release and are responsible for its content. Awfully a man to have such a faulty memory.
Objection.
I withdraw. No more questions.
Your witness, Mr. Markley.
We have no more questions to this witness, Your Honor.
All right, gentlemen, approach the bench. I'm ready to issue my ruling.
But, Your Honor, we have yet to present our defense.
I realize that, Mr. Markley, but this proceeding is to determine standing. Now, I've heard enough these past 2 days to make that determination. The radium in the bones of these girls is an ongoing source of poison in their systems. Nothing your witnesses can say will change that fact, will it?
Our witnesses are prepared to testify that the company could not have known about the dangers.
Mr. Markley, in the interest of justice, I am asking that the defense rest without calling any witnesses. We can conclude this hearing today and schedule the case for trial.
My client has his right to present his defense.
Well, one thing's for certain. We will not wait until September. I can promise you that. Because one way or another, we'll find room on the docket, and your expert witness be damned!
Edward, that girl is still staring at me.
I'm in, Miss Wiley. He won't look at me. He won't ever look at me. He just looks right past me like I'm not even there.
Doesn't matter, Grace. He heard you.
The girls have agreed to submit to a periodic examination by a panel of physicians yet to be appointed. Questions?
Will this force a settlement?
Is this admission or responsibility?
What about the other pending cases?
It was purely for humanitarian reasons that the U.S. Radium Corporation agreed to the settlement. We admit no liability whatsoever. U.S. Radium Corporation is pleased to have brought this lengthy litigation to a close and looks forward to many more years serving its customers and this community. And that's Charles Beasley, President.
Catherine Wiley Catherine Wiley, our president.
Were you pleased with the outcome, Miss Wiley?
Finally, these poor girls received some compensation for their suffering. But more importantly, the issue of radium poisoning has been brought to public awareness. Thanks.
It's flying from the dials to the paint to the dials to their lips. Try as I might, Harriet. Try as I might, I cannot remember their faces. I never saw their faces.
Star. I've had the pleasure of knowing you my whole life, and you are undeniably one of the smartest people I've ever met. But beyond that, you're something unique. And I saw in you a great theater kid waiting to emerge, so I harassed you into doing the all-school musical Spamalot. That year, you surpassed every expectation I ever had of you. Sam, you come alive on stage. You dazzled me. And the moment you stepped into the theater, you immediately became a torch to light the way for the rest of the cast and are a core part of the theater community. On stage, you're a guiding star, radiating positivity and hope even on our darkest days. And I've never seen you smile as brightly as you do on stage. You shine. And it wasn't just Spamalot that blew me away. As Cedric, you radiated charisma and enthusiasm, and I've never heard you yell like you do in Radium Girls with such fiery force and burning passion. Aside from theater, you are also a loyal friend. I can't tell you how many Spanish and programming assignments have been saved by your help, and you're endlessly kind and patient with everyone around you. I'm so proud of the person you have become because of theater, and next year the play won't shine quite as brightly without you. So keep burning. Sam, you're a star we will all look up to. Know you my freshman year when you graciously gave my sister and I a ride to ultimate practice every day. And in return, we ruthlessly mocked your music taste. When I first met you, I admired you. You carry yourself with such assurance and are unapologetically genuine with everything you do, in addition to being an absolute baller on the ultimate field and on stage. At the beginning of freshman year, I looked up to you, and I saw you as a role model. But since then, you've become someone even more valuable to me. You've become my friend. Cindy, you are someone to laugh with and someone to cry with. Someone to count on, someone to support. Someone to call home and my little Pookie Bear. And I know you'll thrive in college and bring bright lights to many lives, but I can't help but wish that you will hate it in Colorado because I can't help but hate to say goodbye to you. So instead, I leave you with a line from your favorite band and my least favorite band, Neutral Milk Hotel. It's a good one. What a beautiful dream that can flash on the screen in a blink of an eye and be gone from me. Soft and sweet, let me hold it close and keep it here with me.